Ooh, child. Hi, you guys. It's your girl Jelly, as told by Inez on IG. And as you always know, Real Sisters, Real Talk. And yes, I have a very, very special guest in the building. You guys, this is my childhood friend, Tara. And I'll let her introduce herself from here.
Hey everyone, my name is Tara. As Jelly just announced me, we are childhood friends, and I guess we can get in this conversation and talk about dating.
Yes, we are talking about dating with intention and just like dating, like purposeful dating and just things like that. So I hope you guys are ready because it's definitely different perspectives. We're gonna get into that. So just stick with all things. So yeah, starting with the first one, I would definitely say like dating with intention. Like, are we as a we can only really speak, I can say, for our generation. Are we dating with intention? It's hard to put us. You know how you group everybody like one bad apple. Are we all dating with intention nowadays?
If I'm being honest,
if this is real time.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I would say that most people are not dating with real intentions. I myself feel like I'm dating with real intention. I do feel like there are some women out there and men out there that are dating with real intentions, but most people are not.
Yeah,
we're just keeping it real.
No, for real.
We're just keeping it real. They are not. Yeah, and I feel like it's a struggle. But why?
Like
why? Why?
I don't know, and it's because then you can always say, well, it's a lack of parental, where like it was a 2-parent household or 1-parent household. But then a lot of guys with 2-parent household, they're like, I wouldn't say they're not so in their wild oats period, but in our age range, some of them are looking to settle down and marry, like dating to like with intention, and others are really just looking for a good time. And it's like you can't say, oh, it's your background. That does go into effect with it, but it's like I think that our generation kind of started off that that downward spiral of like not really taking marriage seriously, and when we like stop really lacking in believing in marriage, I think that kind of stops the lack of intention to even why to date if we're not getting married. So why we even date? You get what I'm saying?
The purpose of getting married has definitely spiraled down. Yeah, I get it. And to me, it's like it's a little different for me because I feel like people are getting in relationships. So some people are committing. We have the ones that are not committing, and we have the ones that are just, as you would say, sowing their royal oats. But then we have the ones that are committing but are not committing further into marriage.
Yeah.
So they are shacking up, they are having kids, they are together for years on years, but they're not getting married. And it's so many different so many different what I want to call it, so many different categories of not dating with intention. But
it's like situationship. It's even not even situation. Before you even get to situationship, it's like that's a set person that we know what we're doing. We're just showing our body because we're being real. Like you guys, like things like that. Christian based, but we're being real. People are having sex nowadays. A lot of people are not just withholding themselves, even withholding yourself to marriage, or even withholding yourself until you get into a committed relationship, which is where the kind of stance I'm on. Where, I want to. My goal is as long as possible until marriage. But I do know my needs and wants. But again, that's just something I'm working on myself. So it's like, what do you think about that? Even when going to the aspect of, would you wait until marriage, if you mind discussing that, or you think like it's okay to not wait until marriage because of everything that's going on now, that you think a guy would even want to wait until marriage?
Got it. To be honest with you, I feel like we should have standards regardless.
Thank you.
Not necessarily based on whether a man is going to do this, whether the society has told us to do this, or the society is hypersexual, whatever. Yeah. Have standards for yourself. I myself believe in having standards and having standards for myself. So I'm going to be honest. I am going to be honest. I did not wait to marriage. I was engaged, but I did not wait to marriage. And for that reason, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not necessarily waiting for marriage, but I do believe in having a committed relationship with a committed person. Where it's just exclusive between you and that person before having sex.
And I feel like that's where we even lack nowadays. Now it's like a lot of us, we are in committed relationships, but it's like kind of it's so funny to even say it, how Carisha and Didi play out. It's like it's like a forced relationship. We're all in forced relationships. In a way, it's like we don't want to say we don't really want to be here, but because to the public, okay, yeah, it may look good, but we're not even. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, and then that's why other people are cheating, because as you see, you get what I'm saying. They both still do what they want to do, but it's just like that example is literally not a parallel, but I see a lot of it play out in just my everyday friendship sometimes, and just people I see on a regular day basis. So people can say, "Oh no, you can't follow after or a celebrity." No, people are following after celebrities. I know I'm not necessarily following after the trends. I try to be like, it's crazy because I always think differently from people, because like I said, I do set that standard where it's like, nah, I used to not set that standard and it didn't get me nowhere. So I'm just gonna go the opposite way now. So I have to set the standard so I can get somewhere. You get what I'm saying?
And
so
I think it all depends. It all starts with discipline. To be honest with you, and discipline is hard, especially when you didn't grow up with discipline. It is very hard. It is very hard as an adult when you start making money, when everything is easily accessible to you. It's hard. It's harder to be disciplined in life. But honestly, it starts with discipline.
Girl, I'm telling you. It starts with discipline. Even, girl, speaking of discipline, I'm so glad you start speaking about that. Like, even being a parent, because I am a mom, like, as you guys always know, I make it very vocal about my daughter. Tara is a mother as well. So, you know, a lot of people like to always play around with mothers dating, and just that whole aspect. I would say it's a taboo subject, but because a lot of people, did listen to, the late Kevin Samuels, and the aspect of when you become a parent, especially for women, and when you are a single parent at that, you are, I would say, deemed less valuable than some person that is not single parent, or just doesn't have who doesn't have children. I've stated my opinion on it as well, and I'll speak it again. But how do you feel about that, Tara?
So what most don't know is I am an avid Kevin Samuels follower.
That's funny. I
am. I don't know your stance on it. So we can talk about that in a second. I don't know your stance.
How I presented the question is hilarious.
I am a Kevin Samuels advocate, to be very quite honest. I am also a eat the fish, spit out the bone type of person too.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand what he's saying and disregard everything else he's saying. In so many different ways. So when he was speaking about the discussion of whether or not a woman that has a child is deemed as less valuable, I don't like the stating of that, which most women I feel like did not like the stating or the wording of what he stated. But to be quite honest, we are coming with more people. And that's the honest truth. I have a 10-year-old. I've been a mom for 10 years, and I've been dating for 10 years. And I have seen it in live and in action, my dating experiences with dating with a child. I have to date a man that that likes children. I have to date a man that's open to not only investing in me, but investing in my child. And that's an extra person.